Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. Do you know you can use the Microsoft Excel to perform a lot of calculations without the use of calculator? Now it is very simple to use the Excel to just speed up your calculations in data analysis in Microsoft, or sorry, in mathematics. If let's say you don't have a calculator being convenient for you. Now stay with me in this video as we explore the basic Excel formulas that can be used to perform mathematics calculations in data analysis and basically in statistics too. So let's say we have our set of data you want to explore to perform calculations on. So you have this data. So you have this data from A to L with these values. So let's first convert this ones to table form, say an outlier. So let's come here. Then we come to our borders. So we convert this in a more presentable form. Now let's say I want the sum of all the values in this particular column. So I want to add all the values here in Microsoft Excel. Instead of me just taking these values one by one, maybe 3554 plus 43435 plus 544 plus, there is an easier way for adding all these values in Microsoft Excel. So first select the cell that you want to put the additional value in there. Then you type the equal to sign on your keyboard. Then you type or you press the equal to sign and you type in the SUM, which means sum. Then you open the bracket sign. Then you select all the cells that contain the values that you want to add. Then you press the enter key on the keyboard, and that adds up all the values that you've selected for it. So that's an easier way for adding any bulk data or any bulk set of values in Microsoft Excel in a very simpler way without you having to type the values one by one in the Excel. Next, let's say I want to find the product of any two set of values. So let's say I want to find the product. Let's say I have another value here. Say yeah, and I want to multiply this value by that. So let's say I will have another set of values here. Let me just put any values there roughly. Then I'm going to use it for the analysis. So yeah, so let's say I have another one here. Then say 1, this is say 5, another one here 3, let's say 10. So I want to open any column with a multiplication of all of these values. So let's say I want to find the product of this column D and the column E in column F. So I will just type in here the equal to sign once again, then type product. Then I select the two cells that contain the values that I want to multiply. Then I press enter. So this enter just gives me the product of these two. If I want to find the product of the whole of these, I will just select this value and move the cursor to the down right corner. For the cursor to turn this plus sign, you click and you pull it down gently, and that gives you the product of all the values that you want, the product of the cell D and the cell E. That is the next Excel formula, which is very convenient if you want to perform any multiplication in Microsoft Excel. The next thing, if you want to just do subtraction, you want to subtract any of these, maybe you can just locate the cell, go to, then maybe you type this one. So this was very simple, just maybe open brackets, then you type this, then you press the minus sign on the keyboard and you type this also, then you see type this one, sorry. So then you close brackets, then you press enter key. So this gives you the multiplication or subtraction of this value and this value. So you can equally pull down to get the other values for the other set of values in the data. So like that gives the subtraction of all the D values and the E values, as simple as that. The next, if you want to perform division, sign to the same thing. So if I want to divide this value by that value, I'll once again press the equal to sign. So equal to sign is basically used to generate all the formulas in Microsoft Excel. So equal to sign, you open bracket, then you type, select the cell, then the slash, then this one, then you close bracket, then you press the enter key, and that gives a division of all of these. If you want that of the other ones, you can just drag it down to generate the other values for dividing the values in the D by their corresponding values in the F column. The next, if you want to find the percentage of, let's say, any of these, let me first delete this particular values here. Say I want to find the percentage of each of these. So to find a percentage means that you have to first get the sum of all of the values, then you take each of these, divide by the sum, then times 100. So let's first begin by finding the sum of the values as we found earlier. So the SEM, then you select the values from A to L, then you press the enter. So this becomes the total of all the values. If I want the percentage of each of these, I want to convert each of these values to percentage. So I'll first open brackets and select the cell, then press the equal to sign, then I open brackets. So percentage means that you're going to divide this by the total. So this one divided by the total, then times 100. So you press the times 100 on your keyboard, times 100, times 100, then you close the equal to sign, or you close the bracket, then you press enter, and that gives you the percentage. It means that out of the whole of these values, the 355 or the A forms just 3.39% of the total. That's why how to convert a particular value to a percentage also in Microsoft Excel. The next thing is we are going to look at how we can find the maximum value of this set of data. Let's say this value, I want to find which of them is maximum. So the maximum value, I'll press the equal to sign on the keyboard, then I will just type maximum. So this is the max formula. Then I will select all the values here. So I want to see which of them is the largest or which of them is the maximum value among them. Then I press the enter key. So then the command says that the 45545, which is this one, is the maximum value among all this set of values. I can equally find the minimum value. So let me change this one to the minimum value. So the mean, then equally I press enter, and that gives me the minimum value to be what? 5. So the 5 becomes the minimum value among all this set of values in the table shown here. The next one, if I want to convert or find the power of a particular, or let's say it is we have, let's say 2 to power 3, 2 to power 10, or let's say 2 to power 6. So let me have a command here. If I want to find a number to the exponent or the power of a particular number, we're going to go by this command. So we first type the equal to sign, then you type power, then if it is 2 to power 3, 2 to power 10, or any other value, you are going to make it like this. 2, let's say have 2 comma, then you type in, let's say 6, then you close bracket, then you press the enter. So this means that 2 raised to the power 6 is that, let's say I have 10 raised to the power 6. So the equal to sign, then you type power on the keyboard, you open bracket, then let's say 10 raised to the power 6. So 10 comma 6, then you close brackets. So I made it 60, so you close brackets, then you press the enter. So this one says 10 raised to the power. That's how you can just use the power command to find the exponential value of any other power of a number in Microsoft Excel. The next, if you want to find the average or the mean of any set of data, so I want to find the average of any set of data. Let's say I want to find this, the average of all of these values. So I'll just once again press the equal to sign and type average on my keyboard. Then you select all the values that you want to find the average of. Then you press the enter. So the average of all of these is this value. That means that if you add all the values here and divide by how many items there are at the account, which you are going to look at in the next command, the value you're going to get is what? The 873. That becomes the average of this set of data in Microsoft Excel. The next, you're going to find how to determine the square roots of any value in Microsoft Excel. The square root. So let's forget about this one for now. Let's say you have roots 16, root 25, or roots of any number. How to find the square root of any number in Microsoft Excel. So that one, you just select the cell, then you press the equal to sign, then you type in square root. So square root of a square root. So this one is the Excel command for square roots. That is SQRT. You select that. Then let's say it's the square root of, let's say, 49. Square root of, let's say, 28, or any other value. So if I want square root of, let's say, 49, I'll just type square root of 49 like that and close brackets. Then press the enter key, and that gives me a value, which is the square root of 49. And of course, the square root of 49 is what? 7. That means 7 times 7 is 49. That's how you can find the square root of any number in Microsoft Excel. The next is how to find a count. The count is how many items are these. So these items here, are they 6, are they 10, are they 16, or whatever. If you want to just count, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can just use Excel command equal to the typing counts. So after typing in the counts, you type in counts, then you select all the values, the items that you want to. So let's start from here. All the items that you want to count, then you just press enter. That gives you total. It means that these items, you have 12 of these items in this particular column. So you have 12 counts in this particular column. The next command is what we call the count if. So the count if is more like a conditional command that is used to count a particular portion based on a criteria or a condition. So I can count the values among these that are less than, let's say, 500, the values among these that are greater than 500. So let's say I want to find how many of these values here are less than, let's say I'm going to say 500. So I'm going to use what you call the count if, or the conditional count formula. So we are going to type in once again. So I'm going to use equal to, then you type count if, which is this command. So this is a conditional. You want to condition it. So you condition it. So the range that I want to select is from here to here. Then now you come and select the criteria. So what criteria do you want to count if? The criteria is you want to see that among these selected values, which of them is less than 500. So you press the colon sign, or let's say the quotation mark, or the inverted commas. Then you put down your condition or the criteria. So I want to see less than 500. So I'm going to select the less than symbol on the ribbon. So I'm going to select the less than. So put a symbol. Then let me see if you can get a less than somewhere here. So this is the less than. So this is the less than. Then that is okay. So the less than, let's say 500. Then you bring once again the inverted commas. Then you close the bracket. So this is a condition. You want to count how many of these values here are less than 500. Then you press enter. So it means we have 6 of these values that are less than 500. You can equally find for greater than 500 or any other condition. But the count if condition is used to count a particular set of data within a range based on a particular condition or a criteria. That is the next Excel formula that is very important in data analysis. The next, you are going to see how you can just use the Microsoft Excel to find the current date and time. The current date and time. That is very simple. So if, let's say, your time is not working and you want to see what is the current time, you can just use the Microsoft Excel command equal to, then you type in now, then you open bracket, then you close bracket, then you press the enter key. So this gives you the dates and the time currently. So I think here the date here is the time I'm doing the video is 2:50 a.m. and the date is 14th of January 2025. So these are some basic Excel formulas or commands which can be very convenient in data analysis and mathematical calculations. Don't forget to like after watching the video so you can receive every bit of update from this channel. Thank you.